Hello, and welcome to Bargain Bin Comics, the channel that talks about the heroes that did not become super. This hero debuted in November 1954, and he's nicknamed America's Ace Defender. The Captain Flash story takes place in the western United States area, in a place called Atom City. It got its name from all the atomic research that was going on. So without giving away too much information before we get to the comic, there was a science professor named Keith Spencer. He was teaching a class and doing experiments with radioactivity, and it went horribly wrong. He ended up getting powers because of it, and after a couple experiments throughout the days, he realized that just clapping his hands, he becomes taller, more muscular, and he has powers. And because of that, he decided to use his powers to protect Atom City. So without further ado, let's get to the story. Enjoy! A man stood in the center of a circus ring, but he was no ordinary man. Never before had anyone put on an act such as this. Never before had the shouting children seen anyone like him. His name? Captain Flash. His occupation? Defender of right and champion against evil. But let us start from the beginning. I've got a free hand, Ricky. How about something else to lift? Coming right up, Captain Flash. The lights centered on the agile figure high in the air. Act after act had been performed by this man, and now the trapeze stunt was to begin. Captain Flash would now fly through the air in a quadruple somersault that would take your breath away. Gosh, no one has ever done that before. No one but Captain Flash. Look, he did it! Wow! The Miracle Man took a bow, then raced inside a small tent, where his sidekick, Ricky Davis, helped him to another costume. Any word, Ricky? Not yet, Captain Flash. The circus bus is still overdue. Okay, that means we'll have to keep on with the show until the circus people get here. Hope that'll be soon. You can't do everything. Once again, it became the center of attraction. Watch! He's skating on a barrel of ice. Whee! He's going too fast. I can hardly see him. He's turning the ice into water. Not only that, but the heat is setting the barrel on fire. And 20 minutes later. Hope we're not too late to finish the show, Captain Flash. You're just in time. I was running out of ideas. We owe you a lot, Captain Flash. We felt pretty bad when our bus broke down. Those kids deserve some fun. Good thing Ricky and I decided to attend this charity circus tonight. The kids would have been disappointed if the acts were canceled. Speaking of kids, here they come. Captain Flash! We want to see Captain Flash! We want your autograph, Captain Flash! Gee, you must have practiced a lot. How come you're named Captain Flash? Yes, how did it begin? Your thoughts go back to another time, Captain Flash, to that crucial day at the huge atom lab at Atom City, where you worked as Professor Keith Spencer. The sheathing of these deadly cobalt rays is quite easy, gentlemen. You were lecturing to your associates and their families about your current work on the cobalt bomb. You have performed this experiment a dozen times. First, you turn the tube cap in a counterclockwise direction, making sure the Geiger reads exactly 0.03. Your hands were strong and firm. Nothing should have gone wrong, yet something did. Uh-oh! The cap slipped! He's dropped it! Get back! We'll all be killed! Got to put the cobalt back inside of the tube. Got to. Professor Spencer is shielding us with his own body. Are you alright, Keith? Hurry! Get him to a doctor! He saved our lives! Doctors, brilliant scientists, all examined you. Numerous tests found the same result. The cervical, thoracic, trunk, and extremities are saturated with 10 trillion ERGs of radiation. The cobalt rays have penetrated every cellular atom in your body, Keith. You are filled with a deadly radiation that should have killed you instantly. Instead, I'm to die slowly? Is that it? I'm sorry, Keith. Guess I better put my things in order. You leave Atom City to come home to die. To get your mind off of it, you work in the garden, and the days go by. By all rights, everything I touch should die. But this grass is actually taller. It should be brown and splotchy at my touch. I could swear it seems 2 inches higher. To verify your observations, you measure this growth inside your own lab. Then you start testing yourself. Point 103. My muscular pressure has tripled in intensity. It's impossible. I must recheck my findings. I've got to measure this on a metabolism machine in here. Great Scott! I've twisted the handle out of shape. Every test proves your original findings. Excitement, then hope catches at your pounding heart, but you deliberately continue your experiments. Even my reflexes have multiplied. I'm hitting this punching bag so fast, the dials won't register. Each day brings you a new discovery. Instead of dying, you accomplish jobs that usually took weeks. I've cleared 2 acres this morning. Now I'll chop this stump down and... Axe broke into 2. I've swung too hard. Now I can't get my plowing done. What rotten luck. My foot. It went through the stump and I didn't even feel it. Guess there's only one way to test my strength. Ugh. Not daring to test yourself any further, you fling the stump away and walk into the house for a brisk shower. I've got to think. Uh-oh. I've turned on the hot water by mistake. What? I scarcely feel anything. The water is hot enough to boil someone alive, yet here I stand, cool and refreshed. Unable to ignore the mounting evidence of your newfound powers, you spend long hours determining the extent of your energy. The radiation inside me seems to have given me super strength, and it's at its peak when I clap my hands. I've changed into something superhuman. I've imprisoned the power of the atom inside my body. You find that this strength lasts 2 hours, after which you only need to clap your hands to regain it. Then, one night, when Ricky Davis, the son of one of your associates, calls on you. I'll never forget that you saved our lives, sir. Is there anything I can do now? It's not fair that you have to die. Ricky, listen to me. Each person has a destiny on Earth. I found my destiny. If you want to find yours, serve your country honorably. Always fight against ignorance, corruption, and hate. Promise me you will. I promise. I couldn't have told him. I've got to wait. Maybe this is temporary. I must be sure. But day by day finds you stronger. A man gifted with powers beyond mortal men. You walk out into your garden one night and look up into the heavens. The rays must have developed a new enzyme in my body that made me immune to death. But I know it's more than that. I've been saved for a purpose. I vow to serve mankind for the rest of my life. I pledge to use my powers against evil. This is my destiny. You gave me superhuman energy. I would not break my pledge. Suddenly, who's there? It's me, Professor. I saw you walk out here. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard everything. You're the only one who knows about my secret, Ricky. The only one. I'll die before I give it away. You'll need someone to help you. Someone who knows. Yes, Ricky. Maybe our destinies are intertwined. Come on, let's go back to the house. So you go back to Atom City and continue as Professor Keith Spencer while doctors marvel at your recovery. But now you're a champion of right and truth as Captain Flash. Only, what will you tell these kids here? It's a long story, kids. Maybe you'll know someday. This then is your beginning, Captain Flash. But now, for those who follow evil, let us show you their ending. Turn this page for the next thrilling episode of Captain Flash and Ricky. Solving puzzles usually is fun, but when millions of lives depends on Captain Flash finding the right answer, then the puzzle becomes a race against death, and a battle of wits and skill against the fiendish enemy who calls himself the Iron Mask.
This is one time you met your match, Captain Flash.
Professor Keith Spencer, alias the famous crime fighter Captain Flash, is giving his customary weekly science lecture to the children at the atomic energy plant when... Professor Spencer, the wall behind you is melting. It's a message.
To the greatest brains at the laboratory, A hydrogen bomb with mass radiations have been hidden in the city. You have 24 hours to find it. The Iron Mask.
Just then, Ricky Davis, Captain Flash's partner against evil, and the only person who knows his true identity, rushes inside. I found this on the bulletin board. It's addressed to all scientists, sir. Monitor the class, Ricky. I'll call everyone together. Moments afterwards, inside the great meeting room of the plant, the Mato Grosso, you must search like Ulysses, each search to 6, but each letter 4 will give one more. The Iron Mask. The ravings of a madman. Perhaps not, Clyde. This Iron Mask, whoever he is, knows his science. That was a magnesium timing device he ignited through the classroom wall. This note is a key to a puzzle of some sort. Preposterous. Cranks have threatened us for the work we're doing here. But this may be a cheap publicity stunt of some kind. We can't take chances. Call the police and have them start a citywide search for the bomb. Later, when Ricky and Professor Keith Spencer are alone in his home. Can't the police find the hydrogen bomb, Keith? Not if the radiations are masked in lead. It'll be like finding a needle in a haystack. So? Captain Flash better take a hand in this. If the puzzle is real, I only have 24 hours to solve it. I'll be back at the plant. This Iron Mask guy might have something else up his sleeve. Leaving Ricky to investigate on his own, Captain Flash races to his underground hangar. Hours later, his private jet plane wings over the blue water. I'll reach the Mato Grosso by morning. Then I'll find out whether or not I'm on a wild goose chase. Morning finds him over the Mato Grosso. Spotting a sailboat below, he lands and... Hello. A message tapped to the mast. If you would this puzzle unravel, then send your boat downstream to travel. It's no hoax. The boat takes the crime fighter downstream to an island, but as he docks, Great Scott! It's a giant with one eye, a Cyclops. The towering monster dashes towards its intended victim, but Captain Flash dodges nimbly aside and... No use trying to fight it with my bare hands. If I can use this tree in time... There! Just like the proverb says, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Smashing that eye stopped its inner mechanism. It's an ingeniously constructed robot. Finding nothing on the island, Captain Flash continues downstream. Each word will add to 6. So far the puzzle doesn't make sense, and I don't like the looks of this storm. A terrific gale wind strikes the boat, but the valiant radiation man has his own secret weapon. Got to keep blowing up into this cell. My lung power must be a match for this storm. Funny how fast it blew up. Suddenly, Captain Flash sees 2 atom-driven wind machines on each side of the river. That adds up to my second adventure. But as the boat docks at another island, Captain Flash is taken by surprise. A beautiful girl coming to meet me. Before he can speak, twin beams of light shoot from her eyes, and I'm weakening. Must be a hypnosis ray generated from his eyes. It's another robot made to look like a girl. I'm generating a counter beam against it. My own willpower not to yield. But I can't keep this up much longer. Suddenly, that did it. That must have been my third adventure with Circe the Sorceress. I'm beginning to feel like Ulysses. Pushing on, Captain Flash brings the sailboat towards the Sirens, the creatures who force Ulysses' men to jump overboard and to be eaten alive. But this is some kind of sound device. Overcoming the ear-shattering noise, Captain Flash is not prepared for the next danger. Skyla, the multi-tentacle monster who strangled men to death. Sorry, old buzzard. Pick on someone your own side. But in the last spasmodic lurch, the monster device flings Captain Flash into Charybdis, the monster waterfall from which no one could escape. But once more, Captain Flash responds to the challenge. Lucky for me, I'm using my powers as Captain Flash, and not as Professor Keith Spencer, or I'd have been ripped to death in that whirlpool out there. Wait! I have it! This artificial Odysseus puzzle fits into place. Like Ulysses, each searched to 6. First there was a Cyclops, then the Winds, third, Circe, fourth, the Sirens, fifth and sixth, Skyla and Charybdis. Then according to the puzzle, letter 4 will give one more, the 4th letter in each word. LDCELR. Crowd. And 6 adventures. There's a 6th Crowd Avenue in the city. That's it! Racing back to the city with just seconds to spare, Captain Flash reaches his destination. The wrecking crew is all set to demolish that house. Most likely the bomb has been placed inside that steel ball. I've got to stop them fast. Racing with almost the speed of light, Captain Flash catches the oncoming steel ball and... Phew! Now to dismantle this bomb. Call the police, boys. I found our needle in the haystack. Tell them the bomb's been neutralized. They'll explain. Without waiting, the grim radiation man dashes towards the atomic energy plant and finds... Someone released the sleeping gas in here. Better get to the cobalt vault chamber. That radioactive cobalt is priceless. The Iron Mask!
I've been expecting you, Captain Flash. That puzzle was for you. I knew you'd be on the trail of anyone entering this place, so I kept you occupied. Congratulations on solving it so fast.
You're not getting away with anything, Iron Mask. I'll see to that.
Wrong. Stand still or I'll blast you to bits with this proton gun. One of my many inventions. The cobalt belongs to me. And just to make sure...
He's gonna fire. I got him, Captain Flash.
Why you...
And much later, back at Professor Keith Spencer's home. Who do you suppose he was, Keith? And why did he want that radioactive cobalt? I don't know, Ricky. I'm not even sure he's dead. Wonder why he wore that iron mask. I have a feeling we'll meet again. Out of the night it came to kill and destroy the greatest of mankind's scientific minds. And Captain Flash could neither bring the justice nor capture it when he matched wits and skill against the most terrifying of all foes, the Mirror Man, in a duel that would bring death to one. Keith Spencer had just finished work one afternoon at the Atom City Radiation Lab when, that's strange, someone turned on a solar dynamo, and it's been muffled. No one can hear it. Luckily I walked by. I think I'll check. And as he enters the lab, Great Scott! It's Pierce from the Cosmology Lab, and he's dead! As Professor Spencer examines the body, he's been sucked dry, and there's a smell of ozone in the air. Pierce had been working on cosmic particles bombarding Earth's surface. I wonder... Suddenly, from the mirror behind him,
Another foolish creature to nourish myself with.
Oh, something's got me by the neck. I can't breathe.
Soon you will be like the up-to-empty clod. Food for my body.
Can't fight it off much longer. I'm getting weak, as Keith Spencer. So there's one other way. The cosmic explosion created by clapping his hands changes Keith into the mighty Captain Flash. Now we're on a different footing, my slimy friend. Let's see if we can't tear up your calling card. I guess the best way to take you apart is to pull you out of there first.
It's your round, Captain Flash. But we will meet again.
Can't hold it. It's flowing back into the mirror. Captain Flash, I thought I heard someone in here. What happened? I'd like to know myself. Some sort of creature killed Pierce and flowed back through this mirror. I'd say I was imagining things if I didn't see it myself. Look, the mirror's been stripped of its coating. It's plain glass now. You're right, Ricky. Pierce must have been conducting an experiment of sorts. Wish I knew what it was. We can set up our own test, Captain Flash. The police will be asking a lot of questions when they find out about Dr. Pierce's death. Changing quickly to Professor Keith Spencer, Captain Flash notifies the authorities. Later that night, in his own house with Ricky. Our tests show that every bit of silicon atom in that mirror has changed into an isotope, a similar silicon atom but with different properties. And Dr. Pierce's body was sucked dry of all silicon. We interrupt this program for a special news announcement. Professor Watts, one of the scientists at Atom City, was found dead tonight. Police state his body was found in a withered state. There's our answer, Ricky. This mirror monster, wherever it is, needs silicon to live. Come on, we have no time to lose. Swiftly driving through the night, Ricky and the professor hear another scientist has been found dead. Authorities are puzzled at the strange killing. A national alert has been proclaimed. Police are trying to contact Captain Flash. Did you hear that? We're going to the home of the murdered man. I want to see the body. And minutes later, what's your guess, Professor Spencer? 2 murders in a single night. And 2 great scientists too. I'd be careful if I were you. Thanks. I intend to be. Let's go, Ricky. I've seen enough. I couldn't tell them anything, Ricky. Not yet. That mirror was turned into plain glass again. My hunch is that this creature intends killing any man working on the Cosmic Project. So, my dad's head man. He could be the 3rd victim. Wasting no time, Captain Flash dashes to Ricky's home where his sister meets them.
Do you always try to batter the door down, Captain Flash? I'm having a party tonight.
Sorry, Peggy. This is important.
And my party's important too. You could use a lesson in manners from Keith Spencer, Captain Flash.
We'll explain later. Right now, getting to see your father is a matter of life or death. Seconds later, as Captain Flash crashes into the room, Dad's not here. Look, he was getting dressed for the party. Outside, in the bathroom. Dad! Stop him, Captain Flash. The mirror has my father.
We meet again, Captain Flash, but this time, I have the upper hand. Ha ha ha!
It took Dad right through the mirror. What do we do? Follow it. See those luminous spots? That's his trail. He came out again through a mirror downstairs, but he left a trail leading into the sewers. Call the police, Ricky. I'll try to track it down myself. Quickly pursuing his quarry, Captain Flash arrives at a weird destination underneath the city's sewers. We meet again, Mirror Man. You and I have some unfinished business.
With pleasure, Captain Flash. I've been waiting for this eagerly.
He's coming out of all the mirrors, all trying to devour me. I'm sunk unless... Using every ounce of radiation energy at his command, Captain Flash exerts his tremendous willpower and, willing myself to burn up will melt him right off of me. And now to find out what you are.
You'll never get that chance, Captain Flash. We'll meet again.
Captain Flash, is Dad alright? Yes, Ricky. All he has is a nasty bump on the head. Later, in Professor Spencer's home, every time I think of the Mirror Man, I get chills. What is it? Something that eats silicon and can flow through mirrors. It changes to almost any shape at will. It's out to destroy the best brains on Earth. It must be destroyed, Ricky. Captain Flash and the Mirror Man meet again in the next thrilling issue of Captain Flash. Watch for it at your favorite newsstand.